Hello and welcome to this Sippy software video tutorial. Today we will be showing you how to create destination sets and routes in bulk by using the bulk upload feature. Let's get started. First we'll log into the switch and we'll navigate to the destination sets by scrolling down to routing and clicking on destination sets. I already have an example destination set created, and I'm going to click the Open Routes action. This destination set currently does not have any entries. To begin with, I'm going to add one route manually for demonstration purposes. We click the Add button to add a new route, and we add the prefix 1 for all of North America. The activation date determines when this route will become active. We can leave it set to now, or we can specify a date. For this example, we're just going to leave it as now. Expiration date determines when this route will expire. We're going to set it to never, so that this route will always be active. The billing parameters dictates the billing profile that this route will have. We will leave it to 1 and 1, which means it'll be per second billing. And finally, we'll give the route a rate. The rate we're going to specify for this destination is 5 cents per minute. We'll click Save and Close, and now we can see that the route has been added. In order to upload routes, we need to have an example file. It's easiest to work with a pre-existing template, and the easiest way to get a template is to download our existing routes by clicking the Download button. This will download an Excel file to your computer. When we open this Excel file, we'll see that the route for North America is already present. This was the route that we added manually. Let's speak about the different columns in here. The first column is important. It's action. This can contain a series of commands: A, D, U, and S, and SA. A stands for add, and it'll add a new route to the system. D will delete a route based on the next column, ID. And U will also update a column, again based on the column ID. The ID column is generated by the system and should not be touched. The prefix column contains the prefix of the number dialed. For example, 1 is for North America. We'll add more in a moment. Interval 1 and interval n dictates our billing pattern, in this case 1 and 1 per second billing, and price 1 and price n represents the price for this route. Again, 5 and 5, which means 5 cents per minute. Forbidden allows you to forbid this route. It's either 0 or 1. If you set this column to 1, then this route will be rejected by the system. This is useful for rejecting premium numbers, for example. Activation date will determine when this route will become active in the system. If the date is in the future, the system will not use this route. It'll only use routes with an activation date in the past. Similar to activation date, the expiration date is used by the system to expire routes. The system will only use routes with a blank expiration date or an expiration date in the future. If a route has an expiration date in the past, then it will skip this route. Now I'm going to add some routes. I'm going to add the route 353 for country Ireland, 44 for the country United Kingdom, North American area code 1212 for New York, and North American area code 1415 for San Francisco. These are all new routes, so I'm going to give the action A for each one of these. Because this is a new route, I'm going to leave the ID column blank. The system will generate this. And the same for the country column. The system will automatically fill this in. I have to give a rate for each of these routes. For the rest of the parameters, I'm simply going to copy and paste the defaults. The first column 2 is prefix 1. I haven't specified any action, it's blank. The system will simply ignore this line because there's no action specified. The next 4 rows are all add actions. So let's attempt to upload this into our system. We'll go back to the destination route page. We'll click choose file and select the file we've been working on. And then we click upload. Aha! Another file has simply downloaded. Let's have a look at this. As you can see, the name of the file is example destination set routes errors. That means we've had a problem with our data that we tried to upload. Let's open the file and see what's wrong. In the errors file, there's a new column called error message, and it tells us what's wrong with each line. It says here, invalid, activation date, it cannot be in the past. I see, we forgot to specify activation date for our routes. So let's switch back to our other file, the original one. Okay, I see what happened, we left activation date blank. We have two options here. We can either set the activation date to now, and the system will set it to the current date that we uploaded on, or we can give it a specific date in the future. Let's check the system time on our switch. The system time always appears in the top left hand corner of a switch. In this case it's September 11th at 1823. Let's set a future time for the activation date of the New York and San Francisco route. We'll set them to be activated at today at 7 p.m. Make sure you enter the activation date as shown here. Otherwise the system will not parse the date correctly and it'll fail. So let's try and upload this file again. We'll go back to our destination sets, click choose file, select the file we were working on, and click upload. Okay, that looks better. The system will give us a confirmation message. It says 5 rows were processed, 4 commands were recognized, and 4 records have been added. Let's have a look and see what happened. Okay, our 4 new routes are present. United States, New York, and United States, California have been added. But the status shows an exclamation mark. It says effective in future at September 11th, 1700. That's great. Looking at our system time, it's now 1842, so these routes will become active in about 20 minutes from now. The routes for UK and Ireland are already added. Great. Now let's see if we can update and delete some routes. We'll start again by clicking the download button to download our new routes in the system. So when we open the file, we see our familiar 5 routes. Let's update our rate for New York. So we'll specify U in the update field, and we'll increase the price in this route to 3 cents. Let's also set an expiry date on our California route. So we'll specify U again, so it expires tomorrow at 1900 hours. The 12th of September, 1900. Okay, I'm going to delete the Irish route by simply specifying D, and we'll leave the United Kingdom route as is, and also the North America route. So in this file we have 3 actions that are going to execute, 2 updates and 1 delete. Let's give it a go. We go back to our destination sets, click choose file, select the file we've been working on, and then click upload. The system confirms the actions that have been taken. It says it recognized 3 commands, it updated 2 records, and it's deleted 1 record. Let's inspect the changes and see that everything worked properly. Okay, the route for Ireland is gone. Let's check the rate for New York. Aha, it's now set to 3 cents instead of 2. Remember we set an expiration date for the California route. We're going to have to click on the California route to see the expiration date. And as you can see, the expiration date is set to the 12th of September at 1900. That means that this route will expire tomorrow at 1900. We have now covered all aspects of using the bulk upload facility for destination sets and routes. The same functionality exists for many other items in the system too. For example, customer tariffs can also be created using the upload routes feature. The format of this is roughly the same, but you want to use the download rates in the tariff to get the exact file format. And also, you can do the same for accounts. You can create accounts in bulk using the bulk upload facility too. This brings the video tutorial to an end. We hope it was informative and you can now create records in bulk on your SoftSwitch. If you have questions about this feature, you can email us at support@sippysoft.com, or you can visit our support forum. In our support portal, there's further documentation on how to use the bulk upload feature, or you can ask a question in our forums by starting a new topic.